guess if you say so, I'll have to pack my things and go.
That's right, hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more, no more, no more, no more. Hit the road, Jack. And don't you come back no more.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I am David. We are in game number 2 tonight as we have Louisville traveling to Duke in a ACC contest. I am David, and I am joined by the head coach of West Virginia. Kyler, how you doing, buddy?
No, I'm doing all right. It's going to be a pleasure to call this game. I'm looking forward to some high-intensity basketball. Should be pretty high octane.
For sure. It is going to be fun as these two ACC teams, you know, they had some battles last year in the conference tournament and as well as during the regular season. They split the series, so very curious to see how tonight goes as Duke has been on fire. But let's kick off the game, and it is time for tip-off. And Duke winning the tip-off, and right away Mojo rising with the ball, which is not a shock as he's a catalyst for this offense. Sprouts not able to get the shot to fall, and Yost with the rebound early. Fox bringing it up. Mojo with some great defense there.
Yeah, Mojo plays some pretty tight defense. It's going to be hard to score on him.
For sure. Slasher up top. He's one of the new additions this season for Louisville. He puts up an early shot off the bank, not able to get the fall. Knox with the rebound.
Yeah, I don't hate that take, though. That was a decent shot.
And Trellis Blanton with the nice midi right there.
So Trellis Blanton is definitely a solid player. He's a guy that any coach would be lucky to have in their rotation.
For sure. And Louisville, they need to get on the board early. A nice drive. What a way to get in a basket right there. You know, one thing I think Louisville for sure cannot afford for Duke to get a run going. What do you think Duke needs to do?
I mean, if you're Duke, you just need to focus on what you've been doing, what you do best. That's just really forcing the ball down other people's throats. I mean, that's how Duke plays. They just kind of will outscore you, and they play really well on both ends. They'll stop you from scoring as well. So, I mean, if you're Duke, you just do what you do.
Sure, Slasher passes over to Fox. Lots of movement from Louisville. I like the team basketball. Several passes, trying to get it open for a good shot. And Fox for a three, bang! And it's early, but Duke is down by 1 to Louisville right now.
Yeah, it was a nice double screen to sort of clog the lanes, took full advantage, and hit that three.
And Sprouts for three. Bang! Duke answers right back. 3 for 3. And now Duke up by 2.
Yeah, that's the hard part of facing a team like Duke where they've just got amazing players at every position. I mean, even if you are able to make a big play and blocking Mojo Rising, then just get the ball back out.
Yost with the 3. They are trading shots here. This is really impressive for Louisville.
It's raining in here.
Mojo Rise with the ball, passes to Sprouts. Sprouts going to drive. Sprouts gets in, and a left-handed layup right there to give Duke another lead change.
Yeah, he went in, laid it up with the left hand. That's impressive. And, I mean, this is just back and forth basketball. This is pretty much what I'm sure everybody thought it would be going into it.
Slasher not able to get the shot to fall. Mojo Rising with the rebound coast because he gives it to Yale. What a nice give and go. Beautiful play by Duke.
Yeah, excellent dime. Find him on the inside. Goes up, two-handed flush. Louisville's got to really take a shot here and capitalize.
Timeout call.
Yeah, that was a really great lob. I mean, there was not space to get that in there, but I mean, he put it in, and it was an absolute slam. Yeah, I mean, he took a timeout just because they needed to stop that. That was an absolute power play, and that's something that can really shift the momentum of Louisville's favor.
Yeah, I mean, that was phenomenal. Louisville, I mean, they're coming out aggressive. You know, they're a little bit flustered after their last performance. But, wow, what a way to come out against Duke. And, you know, Duke's definitely favored in this game. But Louisville says they're not having none of that.
Yeah, no, Louisville's not a team that's going to just take a loss and then tread downward. You know, they've got a lot of spirit as a team. I mean, you see them, they're very active in league chat and everything. So, I mean, you expect to see this team come out with a different energy.
The team with the offensive board not able to get the putback as Blades gets a rebound. Second unit in for Louisville. A three, bang! Another lead change. I think we're already at 6 lead changes off the top of my head. Early, and what a pass, and Gunderson dunked down low.
That was authoritative. That was a responsive dunk. I mean, Duke's got to play some aggressive basketball to get back into this.
Absolutely. Glades with the ball, going to drive. A left-hander, not able to get it to go up. He with the rebound. I can tell you this much. These two teams do not like each other.
It doesn't seem like it. There's the first of what I assume will be many fouls tonight.
Absolutely.
They seem to be, I don't know, a little bit aggressive in this game, a little bit more aggressive than you usually see them. There's definitely something personal there.
For sure. You know, I've been part of this rivalry for a couple seasons, and just these two games are always just nasty. I mean, there's a lot of bad blood here.
Yeah, I mean, I'm sure there was a lot of talking in the locker rooms individually about how, you know, we don't like these guys, we're going to go beat them. I mean, that's just what you do. But to take it out on the court like they've been doing, this is set up to be a classic game.
For sure. An ACC battle, you know, ACC is one of the top conferences in the league statistically. And them in the Big Ten really have an advantage over the other conferences. But, I mean, this is just exciting. Riley Hunter, both of the free throws, Duke back up by 2.
Yeah, where did the ACC rank? Was it number 1 on the Wearforce Power Index?
It was. It was number 1, and Big Ten was number 2. So,
we all know Big 12 the strongest.
And a long 2 for Louisville. And they are in the lead again.
Yeah, Louisville's shooting lights out from deep. I mean, whether it's a deep 2, they're stepping back in threes. Louisville looks fantastic.
Yeah, you know, Louisville has run into some teams who have just had the game, their top-notch game. Kentucky and Ohio State both, I mean, just had the perfect game. And look at that, a 3 for Dino, not even gets fouled. So Louisville just had some bad breaks this year, but they're coming out tonight ready to show that they're going to compete in the ACC.
I mean, the record isn't always reflective of the team. Said the same thing earlier this week. And I believe it was Arizona State. I mean, they just had a lot of tough games in their schedule, but they're by no means a team that is reflective of their record.
Gunderson with the basket, I mean, definitely size mismatch there, was able to get it up.
Gunderson's a big guy. I'm pretty sure every matchup's a size mismatch.
For sure. And Parker for 3, bang! Another lead change.
Louisville's got, I mean, to keep up with Duke like that, they've got the perfect game plan tonight, which is exploit their perimeter defense and just take good shots.
And Gunderson just doing whatever he wants, but not able to get the shot to fall. Bridges with the rebound. Blades for 3, not able to get that to fall. Hunter with the rebound.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like since Duke's, you know, falling behind. Maybe they have a sense of urgency, whatever you want to call it, but they are definitely playing a little more intense, almost like they're kind of forcing some shots that maybe if they took their time, they would have made.
For sure. And the and one foul shot coming as Wade's with the foul. Duke has tied it up. I mean, we are on pace for a classic game right now, classic battle.
I mean, yeah, they keep this pace up. Both teams will probably put up over 100 in the game, which would be one of, if not the best game I've ever seen since I've been in the CSBA.
For sure. And I tell you what, I'm excited to see Bridges from Louisville continue to develop. Definitely one of the spotlight freshmen going into this season. And so far, he's done really well at adapting to college and helping Louisville on and off the court.
Yeah, I mean, you may be a Marquette now, but you know you still have some pretty deep roots in Louisville. So, I mean, that's got to mean a lot coming from you.
For sure. So here we go, Dietel bringing the ball up. Dietel, a senior, he 4-year senior at Louisville. He's been there and really done a lot for this team over the years. Wade's driving, passes to O'Shea, and O'Shea with the monster dunk.
Someone's got to clip that. That was just pure physical basketball. That was amazing. Someone's got to clip that.
You know, O'Shea is not a huge scorer, but when he does, he normally gets a lot of style points. Parker pushing. They got numbers. Parker for three. Not able to get it to fall, but can't capitalize. King with the rebound.
Yeah, Parker's normally a lights-out three-point shooter. It's rare for him to miss, but not everybody's going to shoot 100% from three.
For sure. And Gunnarsson with the ball down low. Again, a size mismatch. Wade's not able to do nothing. He just had to kind of just take it.
That might be the biggest size mismatch I have ever seen. That looked like a toddler trying to get in front of him.
For sure. You know, I'd like to give Dietel a little bit of credit, and I'm familiar with Dietel quite a bit, and he took a back seat last year and really, as far as after being a starter for so long and come off the bench. And I mean, playing all 4 years, which is very rare at one team. He's a great guy and really been a huge asset to this team.
Yeah, Gunnarson's putting up some numbers. I mean, every time, it seems like every other possession, we're calling his name or he's making some sort of play. He's doing something. He's been all over there for Duke tonight. And, yeah, I mean, to go back to what you said about Dietel, I mean, to come off the bench last season, take a little bit of a reduced role, to stay all 4 years just shows how much he really cares about the program.
And Blades tried to get a last-second shot to end the first quarter. Not able to get it to fall, but don't look now. It's the end of the first quarter. Duke 24, Louisville 23. We have ourselves an ACC bloodbath battle.
Yeah, this should be a bloodbath.
So I cannot wait. We're going to go ahead and we're going to move right into this second quarter. Louisville will start with the ball. And, they've got to come out and keep the pressure on like they have. They've got to keep the tempo going. They don't need to make any adjustments whatsoever.
No, I mean, yeah, I don't think either team really has to make adjustments to what they're doing. I think you just go out there and it just becomes a war of attrition.
What a block! I thought Fox was fixing to put him on a poster, but he said no thank you. Shane Knox with a huge defense, and it turns to offense for Duke, who is up by 4 now.
Was it Knox block Fox?
I believe it was. Yost for 3. Bang!
It seems like Louisville can absolutely do no wrong from behind the arc tonight.
For sure. Yost is a phenomenal player. He's a sophomore, and he's able to play inside. He's able to play outside. And he could take the game over for Louisville. At the same time, he can just be the role player they need. And look at that pass down to Sprouts. Great defense by Slasher, able to be forced to miss. And Louisville has a chance to take the lead again, only down by 1.
Yeah, that's definitely a feather in your defensive cap. If you can stop a guy who's got a clear lane like that and disrupt the shot.
Look at Yost backing down his guy, going high off the backboard. And really there, look at that, 15 lead changes. But just like I was talking about a second ago, Yost outside or inside. and a loose ball foul on Duke.
Yeah, I mean, when you have like a pile of bodies like that in the paint, all stuff, there's bound to be some sort of loose ball call.
For sure. Not giving anything against Louisville, but obviously Duke was heavily favored in this game. I mean, where do you see this game if Louisville was to win? How huge of an upset do you think it would be?
I mean, that would be one of the bigger upsets of the season.
Look at that, a 3. According to the Pick'em in Discord, there was 65 votes casted. Without looking, what is your prediction on that split?
56 to 9.
62-3. Duke heavily favored, and Louisville does not care what the Pick'em says.
Yeah. You said there was 3 votes for Louisville?
That is correct.
They've got more active players in league chat than that. More on that team could do.
Mojo rising with a one-legged shot, not even get the ball. Box down to Slasher, and Slasher with the slam over Blandon. Look at that, a 10-0 run over the last minute and a half. Louisville is on fire.
Yeah, this is kind of the opposite of what I expected going into the second quarter, honestly.
And Yost with the block on Mojo.
Yost is an MVP right now.
Yeah, Slasher Starks was cutting in at first, but didn't take it. Mojo got the ball right back. Sprouts driving. Not able to get it to fall. Offensive board. And he passed out wisely. Mojo for 3. Bang!
Yeah, Mojo missed one earlier. He's not going to miss those very often. You can't give Mojo open looks like that. I understand they were trying to provide help defense and cover the paint, but you got to keep a man on Mojo at all times.
Slasher, what a drive. Went left-handed, but not able to get the ball. Mojo, left-handed, he gets his to fall. Duke, all of a sudden, trying to take that momentum, twist it back. Shooting percentage pretty close, Louisville slight advantage. But if I'm Louisville, if I don't score here, I'm calling a timeout next possession. They get the foul, they're going to the line. But you can't let Duke build that momentum.
No, and I think honestly getting the foul here works in favor of Louisville, not just because of the 2 points, but because of the fact that it slows down the momentum, and Duke was starting to mount that offense and really sort of shift it in their direction. So I think this helps Louisville in more ways than one.
Absolutely. In Twitch chat, we got 41 people watching. Mir said Mojo is a cheat code, and I concur.
Yeah, Mojo is definitely a cheat code. I think we can all agree he's top 3, if not the best player in the league. Unanimously, I don't know who else would really disagree with me on that. Yeah, Mojo is definitely the most frustrated player in the league to play against.
Nighthawk, a stream last week, was giving the all-time record book stats. Mojo climbing at the top of so many categories. His name will go down as one of the greatest CSBA players in history to date, for sure. But always will be in that conversation, no matter what.
Well, yeah, when you're one of the first to do it, and to do it to this magnitude, your name just goes down forever. You're iconic.
Pass down low. Yost had an opportunity for a nice basket. Can't get it to convert. A rare miss for him down low. Blandon fouled hard by Wilkerson, and the ball almost got stuck.
Yeah, we said it earlier. These guys are going to play some pretty physical defense, and that was really close to being clean. Ball almost got stuck. That would have been a pretty anticlimactic way to end the game if we didn't get the ball down. We only keep one.
Yeah, for sure. And Blandon, it's interesting. He came over in the transfer portal, and wasn't really just one of the huge names that people talked about when you're talking about Riley Hunter and Mojo, but. And Blandon's been phenomenal in helping this Duke offense and defense. He's just been a big-time player that I think has been overlooked.
Yeah, when you have the guys like that who you bring in, I mean, you got the big names, the Red Hunters, the Mojos, etc. I mean, you look at a guy like Blanton, who just doesn't have the stats or like the pomp and circumstance to compare to those guys. But when you look at him on the court, he's an outstanding cog in the machine. I mean, and not to say that that's a bad thing. I mean, Duke just moves like a well-oiled machine. So to be a significant part of that is something to definitely be proud of.
For sure. And look at that. Another basket by Louisville to extend the very small lead right now. It's a 3-point lead. And anything can change. We've already had almost 20 lead changes. Cone up top.
1 or 2 more lead changes would put us at 20.
Yeah, for sure. Hunter driving. Hunter, the spin move, and a beautiful drive, and got that one to fall over Bridges.
Yeah, that's clip-worthy, honestly. I mean, the fact that he just shredded the defense and moved all the way through that, someone's got to clip that.
Yeah, for sure. Blandon with the rebound. Bridges tried to return the favor. Cone with the ball top of the key. Needle covered him. Cone the step back. Not able to get it to fall, but offensive rebound by King, and he gets that one to fall.
Yeah, I mean, really good defensive possession by Louisville. I know Duke scored there, but I mean, you got to hang your hat on that if you're Louisville.
And King forced a turnover. They got numbers. Cone not able to get the and one. O'Shea fouled him just hard enough. Great job by O'Shea to stop the and one.
Yeah, I mean, there is a point where if you're going to foul somebody, you've got to commit a little bit. You definitely don't want to leave it an opportunity for them to get that one.
For sure. And Duke took the lead again. So it's 37-36. I mean, we're liable to see 40 lead changes in this game at the pace we're going.
Yeah, I mean, this is just one of those games where it's back and forth. And, we never know what the second half's going to hold. One team could come out and just dominate. But this is a game where, looking at the first half, you assume that the last minutes of the fourth quarter is going to just give you that tight feeling in your gut. You're going to get those butterflies. It's going to make you nervous. This is honestly what the sport of basketball as a whole is all about.
Yeah, absolutely. And I don't know about you. It's never fun watching just one team just completely take over and run away with the game. When you can watch a good battle like this, conference rivals battle it out, I mean, it's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, and I think this is good for Duke to get that moment where you sweat. Because when you've been as great as they have, you need to have that game that just really pushes you to your limits so you know what you need to improve on. Because every team has room for improvement. I don't care how great they are.
Blades with the step back and got the shot to fall. Beautiful shot by Blades. He's been huge for Louisville coming over as the head coach and as a player. Hunter with the three, not able to get it to fall. Bridges with the rebound, and we are in store for possibly another lead change. Blades pushes the ball up. O'Shea with the screen. Blades gonna drive. He's gonna put it up. Whoa! Holy cow! He got that one over Hunter.
Yeah, the little man has a big heart. He fought for that one. Got over Riley Hunter, who is a fantastic defender, and gets the and one as well to push it to, what is that, a 2-point lead.
Yeah, this and one will be huge. He needs to definitely convert this free throw. First game of the night, we saw a lot of free throws. Tennessee was 8 of 8, while Florida was 13 of 16. So critical shots, free throw shots all night already.
Yeah, I mean, they're 3 points. You got to take them where you can get them, especially in a game like this where it's neck and neck. I mean, it's been a nail biter thus far. So any sort of 3 points you can get, you got to capitalize on every single one of them.
For sure. Gunderson passes to King. King down to Hunter. O'Shea guarding him. Hunter going to try to put it up. The defense is all over him. O'Shea was able to help deflect that one. And here comes Blades pushing. He's going to step back for three. Not able to get it to fall.
You would have liked to see that. They had the numbers there. Blades took the shot. It was not a bad shot. He had the space. Just couldn't get it down.
That was a very interesting play. Not really for sure what Bridges was doing on that one. Wow, okay.
Yeah, that's a bit confusing. I'm not sure why Bridges would choose to foul there, but that's why they're on the court and I'm not. I guess they they make those decisions.
For sure. And right now, I mean, just what a battle, these two teams not letting either one run away with it. Defensively, offensively, the pressures have been awesome. Gunnarsson with a nice screen, using his size to open up offense for others.
Yeah, I mean, you can't give anybody on either of these teams any sort of space. They're going to take a shot. They're going to throw the ball up. They're going to do something. They're going to find an open man. I mean, no matter what you do, these teams just have to kind of smother each other.
And we have ourselves a timeout, 1:16 left in the first half. And we are tied up at 41-41. CSBA, get on your feet. It's Friday night, and we got ourselves a battle. We're going to move right through this timeout. I'm very interested in getting to the halftime show, seeing these stats. Maybe we'll break down these two teams and see what maybe will set them apart.
Yeah, probably not much.
Blades with a nice move and the take, but King with an even better defense. And wow, Lewis with a nice dunk. I think it's safe to say that, yeah, he's kind of taking a back seat, a role player position when he's able to be a dominant player.
Yeah, but it's not always bad to have that ability to take the role player position where maybe you're not putting up as many shots, you're not getting as much ball time. But I mean, there's nothing wrong with being a player. You have to have spot.
Absolutely, he's doing what's best for the team. And Hunter with the putback, not able to get it to fall. Even on that possession there, Glade with his smothering defense, kind of really just altering the whole plan. It looked like there. I mean, these two teams are aggressive.
Yeah, I mean, Glades has been like that all night, though. He's been just just a pest almost on defense. Like he defends sort of like a chihuahua. He just stays in front of you. No matter what, he's just always there. You can move wherever you want to go, whatever. He's going to follow you. That's a great way to play defense.
Yeah. And Duke with the lead change now. Looking at the Twitch chat, Coach Glades is not really happy with maybe the dispersion of free throw shots. What is your thoughts on that?
Is he just arguing that the fouls aren't fouls, or that maybe the refs are leaning a little bit towards Duke?
I don't know that. I kind of, it does look like maybe it's one-sided, but
it has looked that way. I mean, but Louisville's also playing a lot more physical than Duke is.
So shade down to Bridges. Bridges pass out to Blake. Blake for three. And we have another lead change with 14.7 seconds left in the first half.
Yeah, can we see one more?
And a foul by Glades. That's his second foul. The 15th foul this quarter.
Yeah, Louisville's got to stop with these fouls, man. They might be their whole team might be in foul trouble soon.
Yep, for sure. And we could possibly see a lead change here or another tie with opportunity for one more lead change after that if Louisville can get a quick shot.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Duke, you hope you sink both of these and go down and get a good stop. I mean, you only got to defend them for 9 seconds. Easier said than done. They do seem to be scoring pretty quickly. But, yeah, if you're Duke, going in there with even a 1-point lead after a game this close can give you something to hold on to.
For sure. And Duke able to convert both of the free throws. It is another lead changer up by 1. 9.1 seconds left. Slasher bringing the ball up. Going to have to get a quick shot off. 5 seconds left. He's got a wide open three. Slasher for three. Bang! 1.7 seconds left. Louisville up by 2. Mojo not able to get it to fall, but the way this game has gone, I expected that shot to fall just now.
Yeah, honestly, I thought it would. We got 2 changes in the last 10 seconds of the half. That is ridiculous.
I've watched a lot of CSBA games over the last 4 seasons, and this has got to be one of the most exciting first halves I've seen. And just how well these two teams have matched each other every aspect of the ball.
Yeah, I mean, offensively, they're both doing fantastic. I think they're playing very different styles. Duke tends to do their inside scoring. They can take shots from the perimeter, but for the most part, they stick to really cramming the ball down your throat. And Louisville's taking a really perimeter-centric approach, sort of just trying to outshoot Duke from the hip. And defensively, you see Duke playing very smart, very technical defense. They're poking the ball out. They're getting a lot of soft blocks. But you see Louisville doing a lot of physical defense. That's why they're getting more fouls and things like that. And they're both working. They're both very effective. So I'm just curious to see how this carries into the second half.
Yes, sir. And according to Mojo Rising, I don't have the official books in front of me, but he is one steal away from the all-time CSBA leader. I believe that seems pretty accurate from what Nighthawk was saying last week. So I'm hoping to get some confirmation from Nighthawk on that here shortly. But I mean, he's got an opportunity just to move up that list in one more category to stake his claim.
Yeah, I mean, and it's very possible. Mojo's been playing good defense, so if he can just get one more little poke away here, he can take that. That's definitely got to be something he's looking to do in the second half here.
Yost to Fox. Fox for three. Not able to get it to fall. Glennon with the rebound. Mojo with the floater over Yost. What a shot by Mojo.
Yeah, that was a really good touch on that. He just softly drops it into the bucket. It goes down. That's just an easy way to score.
Starts for a three, but missed it. Trellis Bland to bring the ball up to Knox. Knox with the dunk. And it's another lead change. Duke up by 2. And look at that field goal percentage, 54-53.
Yeah, it's been back and forth all night.
And great hustle by Slasher right there, poking the ball away, getting Duke to touch it last, and Louisville with the ball.
Yeah, that's what Louisville needs to do a little bit more of defensively, is just to try and play some sort of softer defense, just play smarter. A lot more pokes, a lot more frauds, some soft blocks, not so physical.
Well, that was very interesting by Starks. He kind of delayed with shooting. Not really for sure what happened there. One that missed the shot. Mojo passed down to Blandon. Blandon with a beautiful shot over Fox.
Yeah, Blandon with the green bean from the mid-range. Big man's got a jumper, and he just drained that.
Duke up by 4. This is one of the largest leads either team have had in a while. Starks down low to Yost. Yost double teamed. Pass out to 3 for Starks. Starks bang! And it's a 1-point game. You know, I was going to say if Louisville did a score here, they need to look at a timeout. But great job responding. Now let's see if they get a stop. Yao driving. A huge block by Wilkerson. They got the stop, and the Yost down low. Got fouled, not able to convert the N1, but here we go, an opportunity for yet another lead change.
Yeah, Yost is not a guy you want to foul. He's pretty solid from the free throw line. So, I mean, you got to assume it's going to be 2 here, but let me find some wood to knock on. There it is. Yeah, you never want to assume, but, I mean, this could be another lead change, pending the 2 free throws.
For sure. And Yost has always been pretty good at these free throws. And he wanted to make me look like a fool on that one, so.
Yeah, I didn't knock hard enough on the wood, that's the problem.
Coach is telling him he needs to finish it in the chat. Do want to give a thanks to all 41 people watching in chat. We need to tag some locker rooms because we got ourselves a CSBA Classic right now. Yost misses both of them. That is a rarity. Landon bringing it up past Sprout. I thought Landon was going to try to drive. Landon down low. Get the shot to fall. He's been pretty active so far. Look at that. 22 lead changes and 7 ties.
This game has been ridiculous.
And wow, I mean, that mid-range shot was highly contested, and he was able to get it to fall.
Yeah, he had no space to breathe, much less take a shot, and he still got that one off. That was commendable.
And Slasher had been on a roll tonight, and Knox with the missed shot. Yost got the rebound. He's bringing it up. He wanted to do some ISO, it looked like. Now Slasher with the ball, who's had a phenomenal game. Slasher to step back and not able to get it to fall.
Yeah, you did it the last time. It was great. It looked fantastic. You tried it again, and yeah, I mean, you're not going to get too many of the same shot on Duke. You got to give them different looks.
Yeah, with the huge height advantage over Starks, was able to easily get that. Here comes Slasher.
Yeah, that was a little bit of a weird jumper, but it was great.
Slasher to Starks. Mojo rising all over him. And here comes Slasher for three. A tie ball game again.
Yeah, Slasher's been doing that all night. I mean, he just gets open for three, and it's then you're automatic that he's going to drop it in the bucket.
For sure. Defense moving all over the place. Yost picking up the ball and cannot stop it. Yao with a beautiful move. We got some substitutions at the next dead balls. Duke's up by 2. And there's a timeout now. They want to get some fresh legs on the court.
Yeah, it's probably about that time. You've had, quite a bit of physical basketball thus far in the third. So, I mean, getting your subs out there, getting some fresh legs, letting your bench work is great for both teams. I mean, if you're Duke, you got to hope your bench can really explode and build on this lead. If you're Louisville, you're hoping that your bench can explode and put you back into the lead. So, I mean, this is going to be a crucial bench possession.
For sure. Well, let's move on through as we have ourselves a great ball game. These two teams going to come out, and I'm just excited to see. Man, I don't want to rush this game. At the same time, I've got a feeling the fourth quarter, final 2 minutes, is going to be full of drama.
Oh yeah, I mean, we need to get like a wired ping or something like that. Like he's got a ping like game of the year, something like that. Because I mean, this game has been fantastic.
I think you're right. I think we need to remind everybody that we got a ball game going on. Wow. Yeah, I mean, that's an amazing ball game.
Yeah, this is like Final Four caliber basketball right here.
And Lewis with a nice basket. Duke all of a sudden on top when it comes to shooting percentage. Are they going to be able to roll with this momentum?
I mean, it's yet to be seen, but Louisville's definitely pushing, doing their best. I mean, they're playing their brand of basketball. They have not strayed away from what they do. Almost goes in off the block. That was crazy.
And look at the defense making plays again.
Yeah, I'm not exactly sure what happened off that block. And there's another block. Is that 3 blocks in a row?
Wow, these two defenses are stepping up. Duke the 4-point lead right now. And Dino almost stole that ball and tipped it away. Lewis passes over to Hunter. Hunter to King, only 4 seconds left. They're going to have to shoot one up. He gets it off, not able to get the fall, but Gunderson with the offensive rebound.
Yeah, big man Gunderson with the putback. That's going to be his bread and butter. I mean, that was just too easy of a putback. He had a very large presence in the paint, no pun intended.
For sure, and Dino with the ball. Passes to O'Shea. O'Shea going to try to do something, baby. Again, he loves them style points. 3 seconds. O'Shea's going to have to put one up. He gets off the back foot. Almost gets it to fall. 0 points for Louisville in the last 3 minutes. And there's a foul right now. Duke is up by 8, and they are going for an and one.
Yeah, this is make or break time for Louisville. I mean, you got to assume that this and one's going in if you're Louisville, so you got to really just mentally adjust here. This is a time where, you have to show everybody that you are capable of being the best team in the league and beating the best team in the league.
And the conversion for the and-one. It is a 9-point game. We've seen Louisville come back really fast. This is the longest at the, the largest lead of the night for either team. But wow. Nighthawk said the ping curse. Really?
The ping curse.
I've never heard of the ping curse. That's a new one.
As soon as this game gets pinged, I thought it was just going to, okay, so one team's going to start taking off, it's going to get pinged, and it won't be close anymore. I think that might be what he's referring to, I don't know.
All right. Deedle, a wide open three. Not able to get it to fall. Louisville is struggling all of a sudden.
Yeah, I don't know what adjustments Duke has made, or maybe, like I said earlier, it's going to be a war of attrition. Maybe Louisville just didn't come in here expecting this much of a battle. I'm not really sure.
And Duke is up by 11. I mean, right now, if I'm Louisville, and look at that, a pass down to Parker, beautiful play, single digits, but I mean, they've got to try each possession, try to work themselves back into it, and keep that defensive pressure up and keep giving them stops.
Yeah, I mean, if you're Duke, want to keep doing what they're doing, keep the pace going, play your brand basketball. I think they need to look at the screens, getting their 3-point shooters open, like they were doing really consistently in the first.
If Gunnarsson with the offensive board and the putback, Duke up by 11. Lots of time left in this game. We still got the whole fourth quarter. We're down to about 30 seconds left in the third. Lots of time for Louisville to get right back in this game. O'Shea with a beautiful shot. Acrobatic, but not able to get it to fall, but he is going to the line.
Yeah, Hunter does not like that call. He thought it was clean. I didn't see where it would have been called clean. But, hey, that's basket.
It kind of looks like maybe Riley got his shoulder into it a little bit, but still a fairly good defensive play.
It was definitely a great defensive play on the part, but there was just a lot. That's normally just going to go the way it.
So here we go, 11-point game. 30 seconds left. This fourth quarter is going to be exciting. CSBA, you got to make sure you're tuning in for this one. And
we need to get up to like 50 for this. I mean, this fourth quarter is going to be intense.
For sure. O'Shea with the free throw. It's a 10-point game. But I am really impressed with the way that Louisville has responded after a rough game last week.
Yeah, I mean, win or lose this game, Louisville just looks so impressive. I mean, this really wasn't. They now have to start.
Whoa! Look at the behind the back spinning pass to O'Shea for a two-handed dunk. That has got to be in consideration for the State Farm assist of the game.
State Farm assist of the game. I mean, best clip of the week, something.
I need that clip for sure. That has got to go in the Wear Force Index Power Ratings highlight show.
For sure. There's no doubt about that. Looks like we have a replay review here.
We do. This is something that we don't see often. And he did get the shot off in time.
Yeah, he did. That is two.
Wow, I don't remember the last time I saw a replay like that. Kyler, what time is it, my friend?
It's time to put your fours up in chat.
I mean, you guys, let's get them fours up. Let's give Duke and Louisville, let's give them some props here. Let's get some attention for them because they have come on and put a show on tonight as these two teams have just battled it out every step of the way. We are in store for an exciting finish. Woodson said he loved the finish right there. Absolutely. It was a great finish.
How many viewers are we up to?
All right, so here we go, the fourth quarter. Kicking off, Duke with the ball. They are up by 10. Mojo, he still hasn't got that steal to put him in the #1 all time in CSBA, but I'm sure he's not done trying. Slasher,
No,
great
I mean,
defense on Mojo. Top of the key. Fox trying to see what he's going to do. Fox covered him pretty well, but a little bit too much room. Luckily, the shot doesn't fall. Yost with a great rebound. Push the ball up. Starks for three. Bang! That shot was almost
What
blocked.
Louisville needs.
Yeah, that was
heavily contested.
for sure. Slasher on defense against Mojo. Mojo, I thought he was going to do a step back pass down to Gunnarsson. Wilkerson out to Mojo. Mojo for three. Does not fall. Fox with the rebound. Here comes Starks again. He got a three in the last drive. He's going to drive to paint. Passes off to Yost. Passes out back to Wilkerson. Interesting sequence there. Lots of passes. Fox passes to Yost. 7 seconds left. Yost for a long two. Can't get it to fall.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have a lot of time to set his feet. He was in motion. I mean, you would like to see Yost drain that. Normally he does, but that was still not a bad take at all.
For sure. And we are in the fourth quarter. We still got one more game tonight. We have Michigan and Iowa. That is going to be a ball game.
Yeah, I mean, you might you might have some sort of conniption or something in that beware, because I don't know how you're going to call these two games back to back.
I probably won't have a voice. I do have a cup of cough drops in front of me. A long three, but can't get it to fall. And Yao with the rebound.
Yeah, the Duke's got to push here, and they do.
Wow, Yao with a nice dunk. Yeah, if anyone tries to call me tomorrow, I will not have a voice for a week. But hey, it's CSBA Friday night.
Mojo playing tight. He's looking for that. He's looking for that steal.
Yost, the long two, doesn't get to fall. Cone with the offensive rebound. Yao pushing up. Passes back out. Mojo for two. Mojo got his own board. Wilkerson, it looked to be all ball, but he was called for the foul. Duke up by 11, and Mojo going to the line for two.
Yeah, I don't know. I'd have to see that in slow motion, but that looked clean to me on first glance. Maybe there is something to what Glades was saying earlier about the ticky-tack calls.
For sure. You know, even an 11-point lead sometimes can be very deceiving. But this game, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's 11-point lead. It feels like it should still be a 1 or 2 point game.
No, I mean, Duke could go out here and hold Louisville scoreless for the rest of the game and just run away with it. And I would still say that it was one of the best games, if not the best game that I've ever called. Simply because those first 3 quarters were fantastic, and even here in the fourth, Louisville's still fighting. And I mean, it's not that unreasonable to think Louisville could drain like 4 threes in a row and just get right back into this game.
That starts with the alley-oop to Wilkerson, and then just like that, that is a momentum play that Louisville needs to get right back in this game.
Yeah, that gets your bench on their feet. That gets your team hyped. Your team starts to believe in themselves.
And Brandon tried to throw an alley-oop to Knox, don't get it to fall. Young's the long two, and wow, it is a 9-point game. Louisville marching right back.
Yeah, just that quick, it becomes a 9-point game. I mean, Louisville's starting to go on their own run here. This is what they need. They need to capitalize on this momentum.
And a block by Wilkerson. Puts his hands up. Great job. Brandon able to get the offensive board twice and gets fouled. But great defensive stand by Louisville in the paint.
Oh, yeah. I mean, that was fantastic. I mean, this has kind of been the story of the night for Louisville and Duke. I mean, the free throws have really been a large reason why the free throws and the and ones is a large reason why Duke's in the league, because they've just gotten so many calls in their favor. I'm curious to see at the end on the stats what the difference is between how many calls are in favor of Duke and how many are in favor of Louisville.
For sure. And we are going to be just a few minutes late, obviously, starting the Michigan-Iowa game, as we still got a little bit of time left in this one. But as soon as we go through the stats on this one at the end of it, we will step away for a minute and we'll be back as quick as possible, ready to kick off the third game. And I hope to have a voice all the way through it.
Yeah, you're going to be patient with D-Ware, man. He's putting in the work tonight. Hats off to D-Ware.
So Duke extends the lead back to 11. 4.5 minutes left. Slasher with the ball. Slasher Yost. One. What a play.
If pending this, it's an 8-point game. I mean, Louisville's just slowly climbing back. We might get to see that last-second buzzer beater.
They can get this back to an 8-point game right now, and that's easily 3 possessions with 2 stops defensively. We have seen that tonight. This game is not over by any means. This will easily go down to the final shot, I believe.
I mean, I hope so. Those are always the games that are the best, aren't they? That last shot, that sort of, hold your breath kind of moment.
As a fan they are, as a coach in the game, maybe not so much. Mojo, high off the backboard, don't get it to fall. Slasher with the rebound. Slasher has Yost down low. Yost with the backhanded dunk. Wow, Louisville on a run.
Yeah, Yost is taking over this game. It is a 6-point game. I mean, and if I'm handing out awards, or if I'm in the coach in the locker room, I mean, Yost is getting whatever award I can throw at him. I mean, because he has just been absolutely clutch for his team. And he has truly been like the heart and soul of Louisville tonight.
For sure, this is phenomenal. It is a 6-point game. We're going to move to this timeout as we have 4 minutes left in what is a slobber knocker so far. And here we go, Duke with the ball. They've got to respond if they don't want to stop Louisville right now.
Duke has to do something to stop the bleeding.
And give it to Mojo, because Mojo can do it. And just like that, and you see, Yost has got a badge activated. They better watch out. Yost has the ball, passes out to Slasher. Slasher up top. Gets a screen by Yost. Over to Starks, to Fox. I think they're trying to get Yost the ball, the screen, the 3. They can't get it to fall, but overall a nice little sequence.
Yeah, they were doubling Yost. You would have liked to see him take advantage of that. But
Mojo with the beautiful pass to Yao. Put this game back to 10.
yeah, I mean, just like that, I mean, as easy as it is for Louisville to climb back into it, it's just as easy for Duke to extend that lead, roll back to where they were.
And Louisville can miss Brandon with the rebound. 3 minutes left. Mojo has come up clutch for Duke right now, stepping in when they need him to. Passes to Brandon. Brandon, the left-hander, off the basket and 1.
Yeah, Blanton put his body into that one. See him getting up and flexing. Enjoy that moment. You take that in. I mean, if you're Louisville, that's a heartbreaker of a foul. You don't want to see that. But I mean, I understand he was trying to contest the shot. Blanton was already going forward. That's just something that's unfortunate for Louisville, but you love if you're Duke.
For sure, right. 12-point game, 3 minutes left. Yost has still got his badge active. I'm very comfortable with the fact that Louisville can still easily be in a final shot situation to win. But right now, they've got to get some baskets to fall. They got to keep that momentum going, and they've got to get a few stops because they haven't got a stop in the last couple of possessions.
Yeah, I mean, it might seem a little strange, but I think a lineup for Louisville that involves Parker, Slasher, and Yost would probably be the best.
Mojo Rising, the player of the game, as he really in the fourth quarter, he really just took the team on his back when Louisville started climbing. But the whole entire game, defensively, offensively, making nice passes as we're seeing here. I mean, just all-around game as we've come to expect out of Mojo Rising.
Yeah, I mean, you expect Mojo. I mean, it's a Mojo game. He's going to get player of the game, most likely. I mean, there are a lot of guys on Duke who could steal that from him, but I mean, that's just what you expect from Mojo.
Flasher not able to get the shot to fall. Here comes Riley Hunter. Riley Hunter with the nice dunk. He's had a quiet game, but he wants to make sure that he gets a few style points.
Yeah, that was just pure athleticism. I mean, he was stronger to get the ball. He was faster to take it through the defense and find the lane to cut in and dunk it.
Box for three, not able to get the ball. That defensive sequence for Duke, Mojo coming off the guard to double team Yost, forcing Yost to pass it out. Huge play, just to show his all-around ability.
Yeah, that was a big three there from Duke to extend that lead.
Absolutely. And right now it's an 18-point game, and it really does not feel like it, but Louisville has played phenomenal tonight. Glades not able to get the fall. Mojo rising with the rebound. 150 left. This has been a fun game, probably the greatest game that I've had the opportunity to call. And Mojo putting an exclamation mark on why he is the player of the game. 15 points, but they have all been huge.
Yeah, I mean, every single one of his 15 points was worked for. He didn't get an easy bucket all night. It's been a fantastic performance.
For sure, Glaze can't get the shot to fall. Knox with the rebound. Giving the ball to none other than Mojo Rising. He's got Slasher on him. Mojo's able to get the ball to Sprouts. Sprouts passes to Yao. Yao's had some nice dunks. And okay, I thought they called the foul. It was out of bounds. Yao stepped out. I really thought they called the foul there, and I was like, what?
Yeah, I thought they did too. I was about to, buy into the conspiracy, but no, it was a Louisville ball, and it's less like we're going to get that last. But I mean, it's still been a hell of a.
For sure, Duke up by 20 now, but Louisville should be extremely excited. They should know that they're able to compete in the ACC. Duke is one of the top tier teams in the entire league. Like, even to hang in a game with Duke is huge.
Yeah, and great play there.
Yeah, nice three by Needle.
Yeah, I mean, to look at a game like this from Louisville's perspective, I mean, 40 seconds to make this practice realistic. But I mean, you have to kind of hang your hat on the fact that you've just played fantastic and taken Duke to what I would say is probably their top game of the year thus far. You've got to have the confidence to know that you are a Elite Eight, Final Four caliber team champion in whatever you set your mind to when you're playing like this.
And Glades,
we were only a few possessions away from it swinging in Louisville's favor.
Yeah, and Glades with two straight baskets. I accidentally said Dito, but he hit the three, then the two. So Glades just trying to make sure that the team keeps fighting all the way to the end. This game's about to end. 5 seconds left, but look at the defense still smothering the entire time. It shows the heart of these Louisville Cardinals. And this has been an ACC battle. What a game! I mean, I don't know what else to say, what other words that can be put into it, because this has been phenomenal.
Yeah, I mean, it was an amazing game. I will go out and say it now. It was the greatest game I have ever called, which isn't a long list, but it's a very good list. And, yeah, I mean, if you're Louisville, so many things to take away here. I mean, this is one of those losses that hurts because you were so close, but it feels nice when you actually sit down and sit with it and realize the big statement you made. And I mean, if you're Duke, you got to feel good too. You showed that you have the fortitude to keep up with a team when they're pressing you and putting you out of your comfort zone. So I mean, there's something for both teams to take away from this.
Absolutely. Looking at the team comparison, look at 17 free throws for Duke, 8 for Louisville. That's a huge disparity.
Yeah, I mean, you look at Louisville, 11 team fouls to Duke 6. That in my mind is what I would say won Duke the game.
For sure.
I mean, it literally came down to something as small as that.
Look at the rebounds, 44 rebounds altogether by Duke, pretty phenomenal. Bench points were really close. Second chance points, Duke 14. Louisville not a single second chance point. And then points in the paint, Duke doubled them up, 48-24. Hey, What's one thing here that stands out to you as we move forward and get ready for our next game as we got Michigan and Iowa?
Yeah, Duke dominated the paint. Their paint presence, I mean, is probably something that stands out to me the most. Is just, I mean, every stat you could possibly have. I mean, their points in the paint stat, their second chance point stat, their rebounding stats. I mean, the blocks were actually really good on both ends. I just think both teams really had something great to take away from this, and Duke can definitely hang their hat on that.
For sure. Let's look at the box scores real quick. We'll look at Louisville first. Glades, 20 points, 2 rebounds, 5 assists. Yost, 15 points, 6 boards, 3 assists, also 2 blocks. Slasher, 13, 2, and 3. Starks, 9 points with 4 assists. Parker, 8 points, 1 rebound. O'Shea, 5 points with the rebound. Wilkerson, 4 points, 2 rebounds, also had 2 blocks there. He shot 2 for 2. Fox, 3 points, 2 rebounds, an assist. And Deedle, 2 points. Bridges, 4 rebounds, 2 assists, 2 steals. One thing about Louisville, real quick.
Played a fantastic game all around. They got good production out of pretty much everybody on the team. They had a role to fill and just did really great. Just hats off to them.
Yost, 6 of 9 shooting. That's phenomenal. All right, Duke, Mojo rising, 15 points, 3 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal. Sprouts, 13 points, 2 rebounds, and assist. Blannon, 12 and 10. He got the double-double with 2 assists. Gunnarsson, 12 and 5. Yao, 10, 3, and 4. Lewis, 10 points, a rebound, and assist. Riley Hunter, 9 points, 3 rebounds, 2 assists. Cone had 7 points, 3 boards, and 3 assists, also threw a steal in there. Then you got King, 4 points, 7 rebounds, 2 assists, and 2 blocks. Knox, 2 points, 7 boards, 2 assists, and a block. What sticks out there?
It's hard to say that anything sticks out when Duke's been just performing this consistently all season. I like that when you look at a guy like Riley Hunter, who you would think would be the number 2 guy on the team, and 9 points is nothing to scoff at. But when he's putting up lower numbers than he would normally put up, and you have the other guys willing to step up and do that, that just says nothing but great things for Duke and how just menacing this team is.
Absolutely. Well, Kyler, I appreciate you joining me on this fantastic game as the ACC battle of Louisville and Duke. We do got one more coming up, Michigan and Iowa. We are going to step away for just a minute as we get ready for that one. Thank you guys very much for joining this game. We will see you in just a minute.